Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Gang's all here, man. Afternoon, everybody. Top of the hour, 4 o'clock here, Las Vegas, 7 p.m. down on the East Coast at Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where the World Center of Speed is at. Here we're just
World Center of Speed.
That's it. Out here, it's just hotels, casino, and lay the money down, baby. Lay the money down.
Yes.
Good afternoon to you, everybody. Alan Michaels in Las Vegas, Scratch with a K, live down at Daytona Beach on Pit Road Racing. Friday edition here for you, man. And, of course, we'll get all into it. NASCAR's got the monster this weekend, man. World of Outlaws are slinging dirt, man. IndyCar's down in Alabama this weekend, so we'll talk all about it. And we get towards the end of the show. Alan's racing rules today.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this.
I think they should just make you the president of NASCAR.
No, man, I got a better alternative than that. I really do. I really do. Welcome to the show, everybody. I want to thank our partners here, the Gene Woods Racing Experience, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Woods Family Sandwiches, Atlanta Motorsports Park. Speaking of, next Friday, 1 week from today, at 4:20 in the afternoon, the president and the owner of the Atlanta Motorsports Park, Mr. Jeremy Porter, will join us live. Are you ready?
That's awesome. I'm ready.
I'm telling you, this place is so bad. I can't wait to get there.
We definitely have to go there. We should go there and do a special show from there, and then race each other.
I want to do a whole week show there, man. I want to do they got.
Man, I'll do whatever you want. When are we going? You tell me when to be there, and I will be at the airport to pick you up.
Yeah, man. I'll fly in Atlanta, and you pick Diane and I. Maybe we can get Gene to drag along with us, man. Yeah. They got condominiums. We'll just go to the whatever grocery stores they got there. We'll go pick up food and whatever we need. We'll just hack out of the. We're going to work some deal out here.
Man, I'll bring a tent. I don't care. I'll sleep in the yard of Atlanta Motorsports Park. It's okay with me.
I think they got infield there, man. Sleep in the grass.
Man, I'll do whatever. I don't care. Just give me a sleep. I don't. You know what? Don't bring me anything. I'll just lay in the grass and
just lay in the grass.
Yeah.
Get you a sleeping bag, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
Sure, he's got a place there where you can take a shower at. You know.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Everybody's got a hose, Alan. Everybody's got a hose, man. We'll be all right.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Whatever.
We'll have one of them water trucks come in and just spray us all off, man. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Little right guard up underneath the left and right. We're in there.
Hey,
I want to thank our friends at Red One Scooters.
Yeah,
Red One Scooters, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, everything all coming around. Thank them all. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 4 p.m. right here at the WCOBM Network, live from Las Vegas, Daytona. Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. Let me throw the ticker across there, man, so they can all see it while we talk about it. You show it to them, all right?
Yeah. These are mine,
right
though.
There.
Yeah, you can't have these two because these are mine.
There you go. You can't get those two.
No, you can't.
Chance for your place to in your company or business to be part of this. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame is a 501c3 nonprofit, everybody. Scratch is holding them up right there. They're heart shoes. They're needy for men, women, and children for necessary good health and positive development. We've got it all over Las Vegas, been up to Sacramento, California. We don't sell any sponsorships on this, but we got 9 left. 9 in the $1,000 category and 9 left in the $500 category. You just make a donation to it. The screen's rolling, all the information right there. You can hook up to us. I'll give you the telephone numbers and everything. Totally tax deductible, 100% Scratch. Myself, Diane, Gene, none of us take any money out this. It all goes to buy those shoes that he's holding. Here's how it works. You can put a $500 partnership up there, 130-second television spots, and we feature on our social media sites. If you donate $1,000 to buy those shoes right there, we'll give you 230-second television spots on this network, social media. And we'll make you a nice big 3-foot banner. We'll hang it right here at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, too. That's great. Inside the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. All partnerships are tax deductible. If you need any written information or anything, clarification, we'll send you everything that you need to have. The HOF, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, provides new shoes, hard shoes for needy men, health for children, necessary for good health and positive development. More information, 702-803-0875, 702-803-0875. All right.
There you go. I've got my pair. They're great shoes. I'm just speaking on behalf of the shoes. Great shoes, and it's for a great cause. That's the most important thing.
You come down to Daytona, I'll have good Gene to bring us a couple of boxes, man. We'll go wild somewhere down there.
I know exactly
We'll
where
pull
to
up
take it.
oh, yeah, we go to a church, go to a mission, we just roll up. And what size you want? I think we go from 6 to 13. I think the biggest size we have is 13. Anyhow, let's do some race and weather. How about it, Scratch?
Yes, sir. Race weather is brought to you by Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific Suite, 106 Las Vegas, Henderson, www.wfsandwiches.com.
NASCAR weekend over at Dover. The Monsters waiting for them up there. Mostly sunny skies all weekend long, guys. Daytime highs right around the mid-60s Friday and Saturday, but we see a little higher on Sunday for the green flag at Dover, 77. Going to be really nice, cooling down in the evening time for the campers out there. What's it look like in Charlotte for 4-wide?
Well, your weather in Charlotte for your 4-wide NHRA racing on Friday, which is now partly cloudy, high 73, low tonight of 53. Tomorrow, you're looking at cloudy skies with a 40% chance of rain, high of 77 with a low of 60. And on Sunday, skies are going to clear out and you're going to get the highs in 82. So a little rainy on Saturday, not looking too bad, and a little warm on Sunday.
You got it, man. The NTT IndyCar Series down in Birmingham, Alabama. Weather is looking great down south, man, as they roll into Alabama town. Mostly sunny skies all weekend long. Daytime highs right in the mid-80s, dropping off the mid-60s for our overnight campers down there. Scratch. So there, and the F1's got the weekend off, but they're coming back to the States, buddy.
Yeah, on May 1st, they'll be back in the USA. In fact, in Miami, the Miami Grand Prix, just a little few hours away from us here in Daytona, about 5.5 hours down. You can, if you're here in Daytona, you can go down and check out Miami Grand Prix, May 1st. So weather for the F1 this week doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, they're out there, but I'm sure it'll be nice down there. We'll get them all updated as it comes around for the month of May.
Yeah,
World of Outlaws is at the home of Knoxville, Iowa. There could be a problem for the greatest show on dirt. 80% chance of rain and thunderstorms could be hanging in through tonight and then lingering through Saturday. Highs for the weekend in the lower 70s. Nighttime camping, man, pull out the tents, pull out the tarps, because you got to have rain with temperatures in the lower 50s. All right, Scratch?
Oh, yeah, nothing like being in the infield when it's raining. I know all about that.
Yeah.
The race weather, once again, has been brought to you by the Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific Suite, 106 Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada. Info and catering at wfsandwiches.com.
You got it, man. Let's take them around the track, man. AMA Supercross, April 27th, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. May 4th, the Empower Field in the Mile High city of Denver, Colorado. And the season finale wraps up at the Rice Eccles Stadium, Salt Lake City, coming up May 11th, Scratch.
Yeah, flat track racing. You can check them out at Texas Motor Speedway, Fort Worth, Texas, April 27th. May 4th, the Silver Dollar Speedway in Chico, California. May 11th, Ventura Raceway, Ventura, California.
Yeah, man.
Speedway Costa Mesa Harley Night, May 11th, 2024. And Paris Speedway, June 22nd, AMA Speedway National Championship Series, Round 1.
Formula One, like Scratch said before, be the Crypto.com Miami Grand Prix coming up the weekend of May 4th and 5th. Qualifying is going to be at 3 p.m. on the 4th. Race day follows up on the fine day. Check out ESPN for the coverage on that one, guys. And also, F1 returns back here. I almost forgot that. They're back November 21st through the 23rd. Formula One Heineken Silver Las Vegas Grand Prix. Tickets are available at f1.com/tickets.
That's okay, man. I almost forgot the one before that, so it's all good. NHRA this weekend, ZMAX Dragway in Charlotte. Another round of 4-wide racing. 2 events in 2024. This is the second one. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be on Fox, and FS1 also has the coverage.
Catch the thing on the news today. Do you see Hendricks now? Hendricks branching it right on out, buddy, man. He dropped some sponsorship on John Force Racing. Brittany Force's top fuel dragster, about 5 or 6 races with the HendricksCard.com. Saw a photo of this thing. It looks pretty mean, man. It looks pretty mean. Hendrick, once again, here he goes. Stock car racing, doing a little IndyCar stuff now. Now busting into the drag racing. Smart man. Smart man.
There you
go.
Ahead,
Scratch. There you go.
Yes, sir. The NOS Energy Series. Oh, yes, sir.
Go ahead. Yeah, you got it, man. NOS Energy Series. You're on.
Yeah, the NOS Energy Series doubleheader weekend, April 26th and 27th. Knoxville Raceway, both days. The home of the greatest show on dirt. Log in to WOA.com for broadcasts.
And the Case Construction Series has got a triple header night coming up on May 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Wisconsin. Once again, you can log on to WA.com for the broadcast schedule there. Take us on the way, man. Starting it off with the ARCA Series, Scratch.
Yeah, ARCA East General Tire 150, April 26th is at Dover Motor Speedway. ARCA Series West is May 31st, Portland, Oregon. You can go to arcaracing.com for more info.
And the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is back in action for the Heart of America 200 Kansas Speedway, Saturday, May 4th, 8 p.m. Green flags at 8:13. Stage laps are going to roll from 30 to 60 to 134. Television on Fox Sports 1, MRN, and Sirius XM. NASCAR Radio will have the broadcast on the radio for you.
Yeah, Xfinity Series action Saturday, April 27th. Bet Rivers 200 Dover Motor Speedway. Stage laps are at 45 and 90. They're running a total of 200 laps, and that is at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. You can check the broadcast of that out on FS1 and the radio broadcast on PRN.
You got it. Sunday, April 28th. They're worth 400 Dover Motor Speedway. Watch out. You know who's there. The monster's waiting, and he's ready to bite. Stage laps at 120, 250, and the wrap up at 400. 2 p.m. FS1 PRN will have the radio coverage for you.
Well, NASCAR returns back to you out there in Las Vegas, the South Point 400, Friday, October 18th. It's a nice time of year to catch a race out in Las Vegas, too. Through Sunday, October 20th, 2024. All the information, tickets, camping, everything you need at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's the official home of track. It's the official home track of us on Pit Road Racing, man. But October in Las Vegas, that's a nice time of year to be out there for racing for sure.
I sure would be. And 2 weeks later, that NHRA comes back for the next of the final round here in Las Vegas, where usually championships are decided. Quick break here for us. When Scratch and I get back, we've got motorcycle racing news. We'll talk a little bit what's up with the NHRA and 4Wide, and the World of Outlaws is on Pit Road Racing from Las Vegas to Daytona Beach. Comes back at you right after this, everybody.
Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Like on the other side of this studio is right where it is. 12,000 square feet of drifting fun. And yes, Scratch still holds the record between the two of us. It's okay.
It's only one race. It's one race. It's one race.
Get that
I could tell, though. It was funny. I knew Diane didn't know. That's why I mentioned it when we did the show together. And then you were all like, "Because he crashed me." You made it sound like I tried to kill you.
That's what she, and she'll get a kick out of this, all right? When we did the thing that she was talking about, we were out at the outdoor track. Remember, out on Sunset, right? We were doing some charity. Oh, that's right. We were doing the Nevada teenage suicide prevention cause. Raised almost $20,000 that night in 90 minutes. Had Noah Gragston was there, Riley Herbst.
You're talking about when she mentioned about you crashing her.
Yeah, well, when we come down that backstretch, what she had is she just wanted to stay out of the way, is what it was. Well, she should have moved. She should have moved left, and she moved right. And as soon as she did, man, I plowed her right in the back.
I don't remember what the circumstances were that I ran into you like I did, but I didn't really, you know, I don't know. Well, maybe too many video games and not enough. Too many video games and not enough go-karts. You know what I'm saying?
You were trying that Ross Chastain move about 5 years before he pulled it off.
Yeah, I tried it. Yeah, I was ahead of Ross Chastain on the try a video game move while you're actually racing somebody. Yes, before him, and you were the unfortunate victim of my victory. Yes. I feel like I'm there now, though, with my Gene Woods racing hat on and my Future Stars of Wrestling shirt. I feel like I'm out in Vegas right now.
I remember when you were charging into the ring and busting people with crutches and shit.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man.
All right, let's
a good old days.
Let's get it back. Diane got this whole thing started on Monday. She got this whole craziness started. Let's get it back on track. Scratch, tell us about motorcycle racing news, buddy.
Yes, sir, man. This segment is brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, baby. Celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons, past and present. More info, you can log into www.hotshoehof.com. Alan?
You got it, man. Well, just a couple of events remaining in the AMA Supercross Series here, 450 division. Everybody's heading to Philadelphia this weekend. Currently up on top of the point standings as we listen to the brotherly love. Jet Lawrence, Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac, Chase Sexton, and Jason Anderson. And now I've heard I got to get this confirmed, but I've heard yesterday there could be some shakeup with riders on this whole thing. Some people could be leaving before they even get on the track. So we'll make sure that we got their bases covered, and we'll let everybody know on Monday's show about this. But I was reading something early this morning, but I didn't have a chance to confirm everything. But I heard there's some shakeups coming. 250 class 4 Scratch.
Yeah, the Monster Energy AMA Supercross 250 class point standings heading into Philly. You got RJ Hampshire. He is your leader. Second is Levi Kitchen. Third, Jordan Smith. 4, Joe Shimoda. 5 is Tom Vial.
There you go. Speedway motorcycle action in Costa Mesa for you, man. Of course, we lost the opening event due to weather, but we're back racing there May 11th. Harley Night #1 with Speedway motorcycles and sidecars. You got Nobby Night on the 18th with Speedways and sidecars, and Harley Night is back for #2 on June 15th, and they'll also be featuring Speedway motorcycles and sidecars there.
That's crazy, man. That seems like a good time.
I love it.
Paris Speedway 2024 Speedway schedule, May 4th, July 20th, August 10th, September 7th, and October 5th.
Yeah, you got it, man. And we're heading back down to Kevin Harvick's Kern County Bakersfield Speedway in Bakersfield, California. June 22nd, the AMA Speedway National Championship Series round #1. September 14th, they've got a date there at the 12th, and but the title of what the nights are going to be are still to TBAs. Back at you on December 7th for the AMA FIA North America Speedway final round for you.
Yeah, at Industry Hill Speedway, Saturday, June 1st. That's going to be their season opener. Saturday, June 8th, the Connor Penhall Memorial Cup. On Wednesday, June 19th, British Bike Night. That ought to be interesting. Saturday, June 29th, the Bruce Flanders Ugly Hawaiian Shirt Night. Ugly Shirt Contest. I would love to go to that.
You'd like to be at the Ugly Shirts in Hawaiian. Hawaiian.
I would, man. I'd like to talk to that promoter for that track. That's who I'd like to talk to. But I'd like to go to that. That would be awesome. Ugly Hawaiian Shirt Night. Bunch of hillbillies in the stands. That's what I picture. And I'm a race fan, so I know. But just in a bunch of ugly Hawaiian shirts, it'd be great.
You know what?
I got a bunch in my closet.
I just thought of something. If you ever put the Scratch with the K Hurricane World Tour back together, you should be the Hurricane Ugly Hawaiian Shirt Tour.
You know what? If I put it's the Hurricane Vegas Comedy Tour, which I've done 7 times. All right. Some of them were from Vegas back to here when I lived out there. And then I flipped it and I would go on tour out in Vegas from here. So it was always cool. Right. But you're right. That's what I should do. If I put together the next the comeback of the Hurricane Vegas comedy tour. I think we, as comedians, everybody on the shows that I'm on, should wear ugly Hawaiian shirts. I agree.
Cool. That'd be really, really cool.
Thanks,
Hey, real
Industry Hill Speedway, for the idea.
Yeah, man, we'll call them up. Maybe they'll send some extra shirts and stuff too. Hey, real quick, Fast Friday Speedways, Auburn, California, May 10th season opener for you. The 17th, it's Speedway Team Challenge 1. The 24th is Speedway Sidecars Challenge number 1, and then we're back for Team Challenge on the 31st of May.
Wow, more sidecars. Crazy. The Progressive Flat Track Series up next this weekend. Mission, Texas Half Mile, Texas Motor Speedway, Fort Worth, Texas, Saturday, April 27th. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You got it. Segment brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons past and present. To be more involved and to know all the information about it, log on to the World Wide Web at hotshoehof.com. All right. Take us on, man. Let's go drag racing real quick here.
Drag racing. Oh, yeah. We're going to the NHRAs next?
Yeah, that's drag racing, man.
You're right about that. Let's do it. This segment is brought to you by our friends at Hammered Harry's Resort, 450 Fremont Street, open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. HammeredHarrys.com/Fremont Street. Great food, fun times, and they always have free shots of ketchup.
You know, I rolled in this morning. They're down there setting up right now, man. I rolled in, man, and what did man, the guys over there had the classic rock, whole lot of love from Leds. I mean, they were blasting out there this morning. Rock on, babies. Hey, not real.
And get ketchup. That's good.
Yeah, and get the ketchup. You got it too. Hey, not too much. Everybody's down in 4 wide. Of course, we'll get the results at this time. The opening rounds are rolling right now, but we got to sort of stay in the code of everything to let them do what you all know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, Summit Racing Equipment will again be the title sponsor for the NHRA Summer Racing Junior Drag Racing League. The popular racing league is for kids 5 to 17, which features a host of special events during the 2024 season. Summit Racing Equipment has been a longtime supporter of the NHRA and the Summit Racing Junior Racing League, which celebrates its 32nd year as host of the throwing races, providing a memorial platform for young racers to perform in high levels. Back in 2024 are the most exciting 8 car shootouts will take place. It's 7 different NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series national events. So cool. We were at the NHRA luncheon, and I remember Antron Brown's son just getting started in this. And I said, last time we were talking, you were on the phone with the guy was doing your son's seats. And I remember you telling this guy, I want it right. That's my boy in that car. But anyhow, developmental leagues, great thing that the NHRA is doing here, Scratch.
Yeah. Anything like that. I mean, when you see kids that have potential, like NASCAR has been doing, even with the diversity program and, things like that. I mean, and they're involved in some of the stuff for the younger kids, man. It's I think it's great that these programs are out there to help develop drivers at a young age and bring them into the sport. Racing is a lot of fun, it's a lot of fun, and it's great for families as well as individuals. So, it's a good sport. I mean, I'm a huge football fan too. And although auto racing is dangerous, it's much safer now of days than it was in the past. And, it's definitely safer for your long-term health. So I'd much rather see kids get in a race car than, strap on a football helmet. And I'm a huge football fan too. So.
Love it myself. Hey, they're heading down 4 wide. This is the last of 2 events here. This is where 4 wide started in Charlotte, and you've got an update on all the points heading into Charlotte this weekend, Scrat.
Yeah, the points heading into Charlotte this weekend. You have a brand new points leader, Justin Ashley, in the Top Fuel cars. So he is your new points leader in Top Fuel. In the funny car, Austin Prock, Pro Stock, Erica Enders, Pro Stock Motorcycles, Gage Herrera. Alan is the last. Alan, this is the last round of 4 wide for 2024. As you had mentioned a minute ago, you do see, do you see anything different from this weekend's racing compared to Vegas 2 weeks ago and 4 wide there? Like, is there a difference? I had asked you before if there was a difference between, you think, 2 wide and 4 wide. So now here's a bigger question for you, and that is 4 wide over there, 4 wide over there. You think they notice a difference? What's the difference?
Oh, yeah, definitely in elevation. Definitely in the air, the elevation here in Las Vegas, it's higher. So the tuners have really got to be on their game. Now, of course, over in Charlotte, you got to worry about the humidity and everything else over on the East Coast there. So, yeah, it's a different, but the tuners, the guys that are tuning the cars this weekend are definitely, I would almost say it's a complete flip compared to how they're going to tune the cars from here to tuning the cars down in Charlotte is going to be a total different monster. I mean, you're talking high elevation next to Denver, I believe. We're the highest next to Denver, Colorado, as far as up sea level wise goes. Right. So, I mean, the air is, the air's thinner and everything else. Plus, but there you got to deal with the humidity. You've got to deal with this and that.
So how much do you believe that the atmosphere versus, any other racing stuff like the weather, the atmosphere and things like that? Like
it definitely takes.
How much do you think that factors in?
Definitely takes a big change in drag racing. You got to remember that in stock car racing and open wheel racing, you've got times for adjustments and this and that. Man, it's set the car up, tune it up, fire it up and warm it up, roll it to the line. And what? In all the major classes, you're down the strip in less than 5 seconds. I mean, Top Fuel, take Top Fuel Funny Car out. Obviously, they're running, 330 mile an hour down there. But when you add Pro Stock and you add Pro Stock motorcycles, so no longer than 5 seconds. It's even shorter than that, but still 5 seconds down, and then it's back to the pack. Where in other racing, you got time. You can pull it in. If you're my crew chief and I said, dude, I'm loose as hell, then you're going to tighten me up. If I'm too tight, you're going to loosen to me. So yeah, it's a big difference between tuning a car from the West Coast and just the atmosphere alone in it. I will say this, Tony Stewart said this in the atmosphere of all the tracks he's been, he thought Las Vegas Motor Speedway track, the drag strip, is the best well-prepared track on the circuit. Quote, Tony Stewart. And it was on his Facebook. Yeah.
Right on. So and you got to, and out west, you got to pass a smog, and out here you don't.
I don't even want to get into this whole thing about this. We're not racing electric cars, folks. No. If we go to the point of we're racing electric cars, I'm pretty much done with broadcasting, man.
I'm pretty sure we're headed that direction, though. I mean, we race lawnmowers. Actually, we race anything. We'll race anything. What about what about Segway racing?
I don't.
In the infield at Daytona, like every Friday after the truck race, we always go down between 1 and 2, and they're racing wheelbarrows. They put one person in the wheelbarrow and one person pushing, and they got this guy brings 4 or 5, 6 wheelbarrows. They're kind of painted up like race cars, and they go back and forth at Daytona. Man, I got some good footage of that we should share sometime. But it's the wheelbarrow races in Daytona are pretty fun, man. That's a good time. I seen some drunk people though get all scraped up and stuff, but it's a good time. But I'm saying, I guess the point I'm trying to make is we'll race anything electric. If we race wheelbarrows in the infield at Daytona, they'll race electric cars one day somewhere.
Well, I know it's coming. I know it is. It's just that, now you're gonna. We'll leave it alone. I don't even want to get into it today because the whole experience of motorsports, sight, sound, smell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, electric cars, I don't know what kind of sound they would make.
I'll tell you what time. You rode electric go-karts down here. That's exactly what you're going to times 40.
Like a bunch of mosquitoes.
Like bees. Like little bees. That's it.
Well, this segment was brought to you by, you want me to?
Yeah,
this segment was brought to you by our friends at Hammered Harry's Resort, 450 Fremont Street, open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Great food, fun times. And they always have a free shot of ketchup, and apparently they rock out over there on Fremont Street too. So
they definitely do, man. Early setting up because it was all Led Zeppelin. If you remember the old Jimmy, or what was it, the Jimi Hendrix, the Marshall amp, I had a couple custom made for 11. Because 10's not, that bad boy, he had it rocking. If he had a Jimi Hendrix amp over there today, buddy, he had it at 11 because he was screaming down here. I didn't care. Open it up, wide open. Let's go. Come on. Hey, instead of taking the break, since we're just getting completely nutty here on a Friday afternoon, let's just move it on. How about we take it off to the dirt racing? Let's take it to dirt racing. All right.
After all, it is Friday, right?
It is Friday.
There you go. Racing news from the dirt. This segment brought to you by Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, the only true indoor drift track. More info at 702-270-8100 or go to gokartslasvegas.com. Spell carts with a K, just like you do scratch with a K. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I just accidentally drifted up into you, buddy. Maybe that's what happened.
Okay. World of Outlaws energy drink, man. They are back, and it is the World of Outlaws premier Chevy dealers clash. Friday tonight gets kicked underway. The 26th Knoxville Speedway in Knoxville, Ohio. That's the home of it, man. Yes, it's back from April, and it's happening. The series will be making its springtime stop at the sprint car capital of the world, and it hasn't been there since 2012 for this particular round. They're going to pay $12,000 to win tonight. The gates open up at 2 p.m., and in fact, they've just opened up just about an hour and a half ago. So you got hot laps that are getting ready to start here in about 30 minutes, and you'll get racing following right after that. Scratch, they're back at you for a doubleheader Saturday night, right?
Yeah, man. Round 2 is Saturday, April 27, 2024. That is tomorrow at Knoxville Raceway. 12,000 to win. Event schedule. A pit gate open at 2 p.m. Hot lap 6:15 p.m. and racing to follow. All times are central. Your point standings stay the same after this weekend. David Gravel's first, Donnie Schatz is second, Giovanni Scelzi is third, Logan Schutzar is fourth, and Carson Macedo is fifth. Yes, sir.
You got it, man. And the Modifieds are going to have a triple header coming up. Scratch May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. World of Outlaws, the Dairyland Showdown. Going to be at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, Fountain City, Wisconsin. Case Construction Points heading into it. Brandon Shepard still up on top, leading Chris Madden, Nick Hoffman, Kate Dillard, and Tyler Bruning right there in Racing News from the Dirt. Segment brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas' true only indoor drift track. More information at 702-270-8100. And you can also find them on the World Wide Web at gokartslasvegas.com, and it's spelled with a K, just like scratch with a K. All right.
Yes,
all right. Well, quick break here from our good friends at Atlanta Motor Sports Park. We come back, Scratch, you and I'll talk a little F1, and then we'll take them into the stock car racing. And I think we're moving right on along. Scratches in Daytona. I'm here in Las Vegas on Pit Road Racing's at the WCOBM Friday edition. Back right after this, everybody. I told you that place looks so cool, man. It looks so cool. I gotta get it. Jeremy Porter will join us next Friday at 4:20 here.
Good time.
It's a good time to have him on the show. President, owner of Atlanta Motorsports Park. All right. Talk a little F1 and IndyCar news. Segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, give them a shout at 678-381-8527. Log on to the World Wide Web at atlantamotorsports.com. And the Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports. Well, Scratch, not too much has happened. Everybody's jockeying it around, but Nico Rosberg has admitted that the news of Lewis Hamilton's upcoming move to Ferrari came as a huge surprise at the time, but he understands what the Brit wants. He says it's just time to move on. He believes that Hamilton and Ferrari will join forces and definitely keep rocking through the 2025 year, man. I mean, so it's going to be a 2 to 3 year deal, signing it all up. Sky One reports that Lewis Hamilton's excited. He's definitely committed to try to get Mercedes back into the winner circle and on the podium before the year's over with. But it looks like this is it. So support between the F1 drivers seem to be coming along right here. And what's going to end up happening before this year's over with? You talk about NASCAR silly season. We're going to play, I guess, not 52 car pickup, but let's see. I think we're going to play just about 18 car pickup before the season's all over with. So we'll see what happens, man. You got the point standings, buddy.
Yeah, the F1 point standings heading into this weekend. Max V is on top, 110 points. Just give him the trophy now. Forget everybody else. The second is Sergio Perez, 85 points. Third is Charles Leclerc. He has got 76 points. Fourth is Carlos Sainz with 68 points. No, really, give Max V the trophy now. Let's call it a day.
All today, over with. Just move on to the 25, 26 season.
Yeah, the silly season you're talking about. Let's move on to that because it's Max V this year.
That's it. Hey, IndyCar Series power rankings heading into Sweet Home Alabama, man, and this is a big jerk. I mean, Alex Below for Chip Ganassi Racing, his Honda still holds on the number, but Scratch, if you look at it, man, it was a complete flip and flop between the top 10 this week. I mean, Newgarden's up, man. He was 4th last week, up to 7th this week. Colton Herta was 6th last week. He's up to 3rd this week. Scott Dixon, who won, was at last week at 9th. He's at 4th in his Chip Ganassi Racing. Team Penske Chevrolet from Will Power, who was 8th, is now up to 5th. This is unbelievable. McLaughlin, Felix Rosenquist, Patty O'Ward, Alexander Rossi, all dropped. Marcus Ericsson, the only driver to stay into the top 10 field. Unbelievable with all the bashing and crashing that they did. I mean, millions of dollars of race cars, not only in IndyCar and F1, got tore up. And right there's the proof. If you destroy the car, that's how quick you can go from the top to the bottom, my friend.
Oh, yeah, that's all it takes is a crash. And then as you can see in Scott Dixon's case, all it takes is a win, too. You know, you get a bunch of people crashing and you're winning. You get that fluctuation like that. But, yeah, that's amazing, huh?
Yeah, well, and you're going to see it right now because you've got the current standings heading into Alabama this weekend. And look where Scott Dixon jumped to.
Oh, yeah, he's in second now. So you got Scott Dixon now in second after he's won a race. First is Joseph Newgarden. Colton Herta will take your 3rd spot. Alex Palou is in 4th. Will Power in 5th. They're heading down to Bama. And, of course, the month of May just around the corner, and that means the 108th running of the Indy 500, May 22nd. 26th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. That'll be on NBC, the Peacock app, Sirius XM, and Indy Live. You might as well give that trophy to Kyle Larson while you're at it too. I'm just kidding. I don't know about that. I'm just being silly.
It'll be the debut in his Arrow McLaren in Hendricks.com machine right there. So we'll see what happens. And, of course, that day is the most popular day in motorsports. We all start breakfast with F1 in Monaco, head over to Indianapolis for a bite at lunch, and then by its time at 6 o'clock in the evening, you get the charcoal on the grill ready to throw the steaks and chicken down because it's the Coca-Cola 600. Segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, phone 678-381-8527. Once again, 678-381-8527, or you can log on to the World Wide Web at atlantamotorsportspark.com. They are the country club of motorsports. All righty. Looking good. How about we move it on, man? We got some stock car racing to talk about. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
Almost.
Okay.
I'm almost ready.
Well, he does that on Pit Road Racing live from Las Vegas and Daytona Beach, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4 p.m. on the WCOBM network. Don't forget to log us in, comments, and if you'd like to be a guest on the show, actually kicking it up with our live guest starting next week with Jeremy Porter, and we'd like to get racing around the country, rocking and rolling. Diane sent out a bunch of invites, so we're lighting up some asphalt racers, some dirt racers, man, some young kids coming up through the ranks, racing around the country. Real popular for the young racers to tell them their story. Scratch, we ready to go, my friend?
Yeah, with the ARCA, right? ARCA Menard
You
series.
got it, man. Let's roll.
Yeah, I knew it. ARCA East up next. The General Tire 150, April 26th, Dover Motor Speedway, 12:40 to 1:25 p.m. will be your practice time. 1:40 to 2 p.m. will be the General Tire Pole qualifying time session. Qualifying, and they impound the cars as well. 5 p.m. start of the General Tire 150. It's 150 miles, which is 150 laps because Dover's a mile track, so that all adds up, right? And you can get more info at www.arcaracing.com.
You got it up next for the ARCA West Series, May 31st, Portland International Raceway, Portland, Oregon. Catch a TV on it on Flow TV. Those guys do a pretty good job at stuff, man. They're like us. I mean, they're not a big major network and everything else, but they do put on some. They put on a good production. Shout out to Flow TV out there, and MRN will actually have the radio call up there for him. And if you want some more information like Scratch Shot, log on to the World Wide Web at arcaracing.com. Segment brought to you by the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com, South Point 400 coming up for you Friday, October 18th through Sunday, the 20th. ARCA Series West will be back at the Bull Ring Friday night, the Xfinity for Saturday. The Cup is on Sunday. Tickets are available right now at LVMS.com. Truck for you at NASCAR, Heart of America 200 Kansas Speedway, Saturday, May 4th, 8 p.m. Green flag at 8:30. Fox Sports 1, MRN, Sirius XM 3060 134. Practice and qualifying Saturday, May 4th at 12:05. And Scratch, you got the updated level on the top 5 and the points in the truck as we move on.
Yeah, your top 5 in the NASCAR Craftsman trucks heading into Kansas. Kristen Eckes, Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Nick Sanchez, and Taylor Gray. That's your top 5 right there.
There you go, man. And we've got the Bet River 200 Dover Motor Speedway, Saturday, April 27th, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Qualifying Friday, April 26th, 3:30 to 4:30. Practice will be Friday the 26th, leading right into it. So from 3 to 3:30 practice. Then we'll have a qualifying right after. And you can catch all the action on FS1. PRN will have the radio call along with Sirius XM. Current Stanley, Chandler Smith, Cole Custard, Austin Hill, Jesse Love, and Justin Allgaier. Scratch, tell us all about the Cup racing and the monsters waiting on them, buddy.
Yeah, the Worth 400 at Dover Motor Speedway, Sunday, April 28th. 2 p.m. TV will be on FS1, radio, PRN, and Sirius XM. They're going to have stage laps at 120 and 250, completing 400 laps. And practice and qualifying will be Saturday, April 27th, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You can check that out on TV at FS1. The Cup current driver standings heading into Dover: Kyle Larson, number 1, Martin Truex Jr., number 2, Chase Elliott, number 3, William Byron, number 4, and Tyler Reddick, number 5. Legacy Motor Club taps Corey Heim to replace injured Eric Jones at Dover. After being involved in a multi-car incident in Talladega Motor Speedway, Legacy Motor Club has announced driver Eric Jones will not race this weekend in the Worth 400 at Dover Motor Speedway due to a compression fracture in his lower vertebrae in his back. And in his stead will be reserve driver Corey Heim, piloting the famous number 43 Toyota this weekend. Heim will collaborate with crew chief David Ellens. Legacy Motor.
That's correct.
Okay. Legacy Motor Club will request a medical waiver of Jones to remain eligible for the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Although there has been no timeline set for Jones' return behind the wheel, he will be in attendance in Dover to help call the race with his crew. Heim, 21, a native of Marietta, Georgia, just right up the street from me, kind of, currently competes in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for Tricon Garage and the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the Sam Hunt Racing. So yeah, he had they had his radio report, and he sounded like he said he didn't know if he was okay after he hit the wall there, and he hit it a ton. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Almost the same spot where Earnhardt Sr. and Sterling and Kenny Schrader and all ended up where Earnhart was killed in Daytona. Almost
in the same kind of area.
Same area. And
it looked eerily similar. The angle and the hit. Yeah, it looked eerily similar, but so we hope he gets better. Eric Jones there. Yeah, he like I said right away, I heard I had caught it somewhere that I heard on the radio that he said right away that he didn't know if he was okay or not.
Wouldn't it be wild if the Racing Wizards came down and circled around Dover and to see that 43 go into the winner's circle this week? Would that be something special? Because you know why? There's a special paint scheme on that car this weekend, too.
There is. The STP. Yeah, it's throwback to the STP. Yes.
That would be something very special if Corey could work something out here and things would, if the cards would fall, the dice would fall, the Racing Wizards would be cool. That would be unique to see the Richard Petty car 43 classic STP Petty blue white That would be something special. And
In Corey's first start.
Too. Yeah, and for that kid too, just like you said, that would be something special. Really would. A lot of social media about this too. A lot of people are wanting Bubba. Think Bubba should be suspended. I mean, I've seen the video clip.
They just kind of. Hey, I thought, and I haven't seen it a bunch, but I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times, but I haven't seen it a bunch. I thought they got all out of whack coming over that bumpy part, and then it kind of just continued from there.
I mean,
that's what I thought. I mean, I know that he, I know Bubba hit him, wrecked him. You know what I mean? Kind of checked up a little bit too, got a little action from behind. It was all a process, but I felt like watching it. I mean, I don't know. Again, I saw it like 4 or 5 times. I didn't study it like a lot of people probably may have, but it looked like it all started coming out of them bumps, that part of the track. You know what I mean? Because you saw him come through that part of the track over there where it's really bumpy, where they, everybody knows it's bumpy. Everybody knows the cars get out of whack over there a little bit. They sacrifice that so the car will run better everywhere else. And the Toyotas came out of there the way they were, and they were running together, and they were flying, and they were running together, and they hit those bumps. And then the continuation of that is what started happening. So I don't know, man. Do you blame Bubba Wallace? I mean, yeah, but do you blame Bubba Wallace like that?
I don't blame him. I can't blame him like that. It's racing's racing. Real quickly here, all-star race format has been announced. NASCAR and the Speedway Motorsports have announced the week's details. 2024 NASCAR All-Star Race to be held May 19th for the second consecutive year. Newly paved North Wilkesboro Speedway. To simplify the format, the return this season featured 2 heat races to set the All-Star starting lineup, a 100-lap All-Star Open, and a 200-lap main event. Several new features are going to be debuting, new tire compounds. Going to do sort of like F1 does. They mark the tires from a real soft color. They have a red or whatever on the soft color. Then the yellows will be the natural ones. The rain tires all have a color to them. So they're pretty much doing it. They're going to take the rain tire back with them. Okay. Over $1 million in prize money's up on this thing. So that's what they're basically going to do 3 tire accommodations, a soft tire with more grip, a faster wear, wet weather tires, and the general racing Goodyear Eagle Slick. So that's what they're taking out there to do that. Little quick information about the Hall of Fame, Motorsports Hall of Fame, and I believe our old buddy Dale Jarrett got in there. Did he, Scratch?
Yeah, the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America, MSHFA, announced its 2025 induction class today at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. The 37th Motorsports Hall of Fame of America induction celebration presented by Toyota Racing, which will formally present the class of 25 into a Hall of Fame of all motorsports, and it will be held at the MSHFA's home right here in Daytona Beach, Florida on March 10th through 11th. Of 2025. The class of 25 includes the founder of the Driving School of Champions, Skip Barber, for sports cars. The rider tied the most Daytona 200 wins ever, Miguel Dumo, with motorcycles. One of the most prolific team owners in auto racing history, Carl Haas, for Open Wheel. The towering figure in racing of hot rodding, the camp father himself, 102-year-old Ed Iskandarian. There you go. Woo, that was a tricky one. At large, 3-time Daytona 500 winner and insightful commentator Dale Jarrett for stock cars, the all-time leader in top fuel win championships, the Sarge Tony Schumacher for drag racing, and off-road racing legend and multi-time Baja 1000 winner Bill Strope for off-road. 2 additional historic categories inductees will be announced during this summer coming up.
Yeah, man. Got the 2024-2025 nominees and landmarks. NASCAR Award Modern Ballot for you. Greg Biffle in there. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion and Xfinity. Neil Bonnet won 18 times in the Cup Series. Tim Burr, 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion crew chief. Jeff Burton's in there, won 21 times, including the Southern 500, and he won the Coca-Cola 600 twice. Randy Dalton builds engines for NASCAR. He's nominated to get in. All right. It's a good class right here. This really is. Harry Gant, handsome Harry Gant, man. Remember seeing Harry Gant at Martinsville scratch back in like 1990, got his car completely tore up. The only thing that was on the front of the car was the suspension, the radiator, the motor, and he came from 3 laps down and kicked everybody's butt. It was something to see.
The good old days.
Harry Gant, man. All right. Harry Hyde, Ricky Rudd won 23 times, including the 1997 Brickyard 400, and Jack Sprague, 3-time NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Yeah.
You got the ballots for the Pioneers, my friend.
Yeah, the Pioneer ballot, man. Ray Hendrick. He won over 700 times in NASCAR's modified and late model series. Banjo Matthews. Now, if that isn't a Pioneer name, I don't know what is. Banjo Matthews. He built cars that won more than 250 NASCAR Cup Series races and 3 championships. Ralph Moody, 2-time NASCAR Cup Series owner champion and mechanical genius of Holman Moody. Larry Phillips, first 5-time NASCAR Weekly Series national champion, and Bob Welburn, 3-time convertible division champions. Remember, they used to race convertibles.
Yeah, back in the day, man. They did.
I told you, they race anything.
There you go. Hey, about the Landmark Awards. How about the landmarks, man?
Yeah, the Landmark Awards, Alvin Hawkins, NASCAR's first flagman. He established NASCAR racing at Bowman Gray Stadium with Bill France Sr., Leza France Kennedy, NASCAR executive vice chair and one of the most influential women of the sport and in sports, Dr. Joseph Matoli, founder of Pocono Raceway, Dr. Dean Sicking, inventor of the Safer Steel and Foam Energy Reduction Barrier, the Safer Barriers. So he's up there. That's pretty cool. That is a landmark.
Man, that's real cool.
For sure. Les Richter, longtime NASCAR executive, oversaw competition, helped grow the sport on the West Coast.
All right.
Yes,
Get your get Alan's Racing Rules ready here.
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I can find mine.
I got them. I know where they're
You
at.
got them ready to go.
I've been waiting.
Jimmy Johnson. I put this story in here about Jimmy Johnson and the Kroger thing is all coming up. We'll get to that. Let me see where I put him at, Scott. I got a little ahead of myself here today. Jimmy, we know that Jimmy's going to Dover this weekend. All I got to say is, Jimmy, better have it together, buddy. Better have it together. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You own a team, got support.
I'm still baffled by it. I'm still when you mention his name now, all I do is see him spinning out by himself a couple of weeks ago.
You can't have that this weekend. If you do it this weekend, can't control him, get off the track. It's as simple as that. Get off the track if you can't control it. I don't know. Here we go.
I mean,
I got it.
I don't. At least somebody that's used to, you could at least put somebody, if you want the third car, put somebody in there that's at least, because the big story is that, he's not used to these gen cars. But if he's just trying to run a third car occasionally to help the team versus because he wants to race it, put somebody in there that's kind of used to it. Put somebody in there that's run them a couple times.
That's it. And also, real quickly, we'll cover it on Monday. Kroger's going to be moving sponsorship from JGD Doherty, so we'll cover that.
Oh, they are? Do you know where they're moving them, or we're not talking until Monday about that?
Yeah, I think it's Joe Gibbs Racing, buddy.
Hello.
Their money to Joe Gibbs, yeah. Biggest grocery chain in the country, Kroger. Smith's out here.
Yep.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
We got about 15 minutes here. If we don't cover them all, then we'll get them in. On Pit Road Racing.
Let's get it going. This is good.
I've been talking about this. They charters this, rules, they can't make their minds up. You want to make it real simple, let's go.
Yes, sir.
No more charters. Charters are done. After this year, the charters are done. They're out completely. Okay?
This is all stuff that you would like to see, correct? If you were in charge, this is your suggestions or more or less, right?
Okay, this is it. And you feel to say check mark or say no, leave it the way it is.
I agree with that one 100%. You can move right on from that one. No charters. Okay. I'm in.
Okay. No more racing on Easter and Mother's Day weekend. Bill France says it's time for God and for moms.
Can't argue with God, can you? You can't argue with God, can you? I'm with you on that. I'm cool. I'm good with that.
850 drivers won 1,000. I don't know about that. I'll go 850. I'll split it. 850 motors, 850 horsepower motors, back to
What
carburetors.
are they right now?
500, 550. And if you
Okay,
take
I'm
them to
with you. I'm with
Daytona,
you.
if you take them to Daytona or Talladega, then they're putting a plate on them.
Still.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you. I like that. I like that one.
850 horsepower.
I like it.
All cars are in. All cars are in. Chevrolet, Ford, Toyota, Dodge, Honda, Buick, BMW, Nissan, Volkswagen, Cadillac. Let them in. The reason why you let them in, you're going to get more money. The manufacturers are going to pay their dues. They're going to pay their things. They're going to pay entry fees. Let them in.
You're going to get your fans of Honda, your fans of BMW, you know what I mean? Your fans of Nissan. You're going to get those fans.
Right.
Too.
Do you know who owns Ford? Do you know who owns BMW? Or not BMW, VW? Ford.
There you go.
They own Bentley.
I'll tell you this. I like that one. I'm with you 100% on that one. I like that one. I can tell you that I don't know that everybody will like that one.
That's okay.
I'm just saying, because you know how it was when Toyota came in, not Dodge, but when Toyota came in.
Yeah.
So when you start talking about Toyotas and Hondas and BMWs and Nissans and Cadillacs and VWs, which are added in there with the Dodge, Toyota, Ford, and Chevy, people are gonna, some people are gonna get a little bent about that one. I'm not one of them. I'm all for everything you're saying so far.
Let them in.
Yes,
Here's the rules. Here's the rules. This is what it is, because we've talked about this a bunch of times. The middle of the car for everything's the same except the front and the back clip. NASCAR's controlling the parts. NASCAR controls this. So if you can control it, then let all the manufacturers in. And the reason why I'm going to get to this, I just looked at the entry list so far in 2024. 49 drivers or teams have entered so far. 49 teams. Used to be a field of 43. So that means if everything in and we get some more manufacturers and some more stuff in here, yeah, there would have been 6 cars that have went home. But that's the way it used to be. It was so competitive.
Yeah.
Now we can barely get a full field of 40 on the track.
Yeah.
NASCAR's got to relax and be willing to work the manufacturers. You got to loosen up a little bit and work with them. Okay? Where am I at so far with you?
Okay, I'm going to address the last 3 things real quick, and that is with the drivers. I agree. Okay, you've had 49 drivers. You could have 49 drivers show up, every week and take 40 or, whatever. I mean, whatever the case is going to be. You could have 43 drivers show up, the fastest one stay. That's why the charters go away, things like that. So, you just bring whatever you got, your Buick, your BMW, your Toyota, your whatever it is, and you show up.
Dodge doesn't make a difference.
And the fastest, whatever you're settling on, 40, the fastest 40 race. And that's just the way it goes from there. And then you're like, must relax on the work with the manufacturers. And that goes back to what you said about different manufacturers. If you have the, right now you have Chevy, Ford, and Toyota, you add the Dodge, the Honda, the Buick, the BMW, the Nissan, the VW, and the Cadillac. That's 7 more teams that have manufacturer backing, because at least they're going to get behind at least one of their teams, much like Chevy gets behind Hendricks and Toyota gets behind Gibbs, you know what I mean? So now these other Toyota teams, Chevy teams, things like that. If we had Buick's going to get behind that team 100%. You get you a 3-4 car team of Buick's with you 100%. BMW's with you, Cadillac's with you, Nissan's with you. I'll be honest with you. I think if Cadillac got in NASCAR, they'd probably open up a whole can of whoop ass.
I agree.
That's what I think. I mean, the way they run in IMSA, I would imagine if Cadillac got a team together, man, they'd be going crazy out there. That's just my opinion.
I'm not saying that every one of these brands would make it in. I'm just saying open it up. That's what I'm saying is open it up.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is the more brands you bring in, it will help what you just said about NASCAR okaying and relaxing on the work with the manufacturers, instead of just 5 or 6 teams or having 3 powerhouse teams. With the more brands you allow to come in, then you're going to get more manufacturer support for different teams, because
Right.
Chevy's not going to, Chevy's got their team. And you're out here going to buy a Chevy and come in and race NASCAR. Well, you're the little dog, So what I'm saying is, like Dodge, any of them, Dodge, Buick, we said them all already. Any of them come in, that allows these drivers that are running Chevys, Fords, and Toyotas that aren't one of the big three Chevy, Ford, or Toyota teams, able to get themselves some manufacturer support as well and be the top dog in their stable.
And you never know what happens. Remember old school? Winter on Sunday sells cars on Monday.
On Monday,
man.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. All right. You wanted that? Let's get the excitement back.
Okay.
You don't have anything like we used to have. We don't have the battles. We don't have Earnhardt and Rusty. We don't have Waltrip and Elliott anymore. We don't have the Allisons and the Yarboroughs and the Pettys. We don't have the if you want to look at pro wrestling, which you were involved in, the heels and the good guys. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, with that, okay. Now, as far as adding the new cars and manufacturers, no more 4-car teams, 3 tops. And also that I forgot, more teams. If you get this in, you'll get more teams involved from the trucks and the Xfinity series, which will help developmental programs. Kids that might not going to make it, because there's 4 kids that are going to get in the Chevrolet ride before, but he's still got a lot of talent, but maybe offered something with Dodge or something with another brand. No more stage racing. No more stage racing.
It's stage racing is like a poor attempt at heat races.
Yeah.
It's a very poor attempt at heat racing in a way, which you don't need. Yeah, I hate the stages.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. If you're going to do this stage stuff, then just make it heat races. Okay.
Yeah, I would rather see 2 heat races than stage racing in the middle of a race. I would rather see heat races.
Yeah. We're running quick on time here. I think we'll stop right here. Okay. Because in the next section, we're going to get into the points and everything else. Okay. Is that good for you?
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff there left to get to. So
let's leave it.
On Monday. We definitely got to get to that. You could leave some people hanging, right? I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think you should be the president of NASCAR.
No, I don't want to be the president of NASCAR. I'm just saying, from somebody that's been, and there have been people that have been broadcasting longer than you and I have been on this sport, have done it longer. I just remember when I got in and when the sport was so popular and why people came to the track and why people enjoyed it. And now it just seems like everything is moving. I get it. The world is changing. I get it.
Yeah.
But there's some things that, Grandpa always said this on the farm, man. When we were in the shop, he said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I think you had a good thing here and just needed to take what you had and tweak a little bit and get back to what NASCAR is.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Hey, this is great. There's a lot of this out there in life. This is great. How do we make it better?
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, I got this many people at my comedy show. How do I double that? Hey, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do. This isn't working. I mean, that's part of it, though. It's always, we're always, I mean, even with technology and everything, these days, man, it's just gotten to where whatever is happening isn't good enough. That iPhone 8 isn't good enough. You need that brand new iPhone.
I have the iPhone 57 SR.
Right. But the same kind of mentality and things like that goes along with everything. Really, NASCAR, isn't at the height of where it was. In days past, it's still a very popular sport. It's still, we still love it and watch it and things like that. Well, I mean, a lot of us, most of us, but at the same time, even football, baseball, everybody, whatever. Hey, let's change our jerseys 5 years after we just said, what I mean? There's teams out there in football playing with jerseys that they started with, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's always trying to make things better. Not realizing sometimes that, hey, this is the best right here. Let's
Right.
keep it right here. You know what I mean? Instead of doing that, it's still like, look, and this is great. Let's make it better. No, you're already might be at the best you were at.
Just want to let you know that the thoughts and comments between Scratch and I represent none of the WCOBM, our partners, or anything like that at all. This is just our personal comments. I just put, and you're welcome to send us an email at onpitracing@gmail.com. If you think that things should stay the same, change, share us your ideas of what you think. We'd be more than happy. Okay, because it's an open format here. You know,
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm speaking from a huge race fan perspective, of being a kid and what I like, and and then being a comedian, I get to add a little twist to it if I want to. But yeah, it's definitely my opinion. Whenever I'm giving mine, I'm giving my opinion just as a race fan from being 5 years old to now, man, and what I'd like to see, and what I feel like they might have messed up on.
Got about a minute left.
Nobody agrees with everybody anyway. Everybody can't agree with everybody, as we can tell.
I just see it. Just my thoughts. About a
I
minute
do
left
agree
to
with
go.
yours, though. I do agree with your thoughts so far on this list. I can't wait to see
We'll
the
see
rest
when
of
we
it.
get to the second
In fact,
half
I'm
of
gonna
the
look
top.
ahead and see the rest of it before Monday. I'm already
All
gonna
right.
know.
About a minute to go here. Where is the Nutshack Entertainment Comedy Studios and Brands and the Scratch with a K? You out this weekend real quick? You got about a minute, man.
Yeah, all that fun stuff, man. Well, tonight I'm filling in and going to host a little karaoke for my friend DJ Diana over at Mulligan's, which is where I do karaoke on Sundays, which is where I'll be this Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going out to Orlando Speed World, though, in Bithlo. They got one of those mayhem nights over there, and my buddy's going to be running a figure-8 race in a big old school bus. So I shout out to Nick Johnson, man. We're gonna go out there, me and my girl, and go to Orlando Speed World, where I crashed Olds Cutlass, a 74 Olds Cutlass way back in the day, when the one and only time I ever raced there. running fifth and crashed. But yeah, so I'm gonna go out there. That's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to that. Check out nutshackentertainment.com, comedyfromscratch.com, all that fun stuff there. And so yeah, I'm gonna get a little work in this weekend and a little fun on Saturday, man. I can't wait.
You got it. We'll be back at you Monday, 4 p.m. We'll have all the results from the Monster Man and everything that's happening in motorsports. We'll tangle a little bit more about Alan's racing rules. Okay, there you go.
I'm going to read the rest of them right now.
You got it. There we go, my friends. Take good care. Have yourself a safe and fun weekend. Enjoy motorsports all the way around. Get out and support local racing wherever you're at, my friends. Have a good time out there. John, the announcer, bring us home, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Scratch down in Daytona Beach, Florida. Alan here in Las Vegas, WCOBM Studios. Back at you Monday, 4 p.m., everybody. With all the results, news, and information in the racing world. Have yourself a great weekend. Be safe, be careful out there. Take good care. John?
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBM TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.